Hello, I am Alder, and I'm going to be giving a brief show of the Dollfamily double jointed boy. This is Yue, all naked and wigless and not very happy looking. I can't take this off until I take his head off. So I'll start with his head movement. It's pretty basic. He can't look up a whole lot, but he can look up a good amount. And he can't look down as much as his buddy Tame can, but and then side to side, and of course around because he has no actual backbone. Okay, and then the cap is really simple, no magnets, no latches, it's just 2 notches and a kind of semi-notch on the bottom. And whoop, there we go. And it lines up like bloop. Those are his Velcro fuzzies, because I finally broke down and Velcroed his hair onto his head. He doesn't have eye stems on his eyes, so I have to actually remove the putty and everything to get them to be positioned, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm not going to show you. Next, we'll go with his shoulders. Pretty basic. He has no notches or anything, it's just the ball in a cup mode. So you kind of have to work hard to bounce him. I'm hoping once he is weighted he'll actually hold better on like middle positions, because right there he just snaps back. The elbow is a really simplified double jointed, because it really is just a ball jointing. It's right there, and you can snap it like that so he can do a full bend. It's not as boxy as some of them, so he can touch his little face, or can't quite touch his shoulder, but that's due to arm movement or hand movement. And his elbow likes to get all contorted sometimes and just be like, I'm gonna be out of the socket and painful looking. Okay. And then his hand has very limited movement. Like unless you're straining it by holding it onto something. So he can't really hold much, and even then he can't really do side to side. He can just do back and kind of forward. If you can even see that, yeah. And that's his head and his arms. Very basic, simple. Bloop. Pull out. Bloop, bloop. And they like to just pop themselves back in randomly, so he'll end up being all like for jiggered. And then you'll get to his waist area and his cute little belly button. I love his little belly button. And you can almost see his blushing on this video, but he's so damn pale. His waist has pretty good. It's not as sealed in as like the DZ boys, so you actually get the opening. I don't know about many other dolls. I haven't watched an uber amount of tutorials or played with many, so. But he has a good range, good amount, enough at least to lean forward. He can lean back pretty far. And if you don't want him, his holes showing, he still has a pretty good range back. And then side, the other side, and he can twist pretty well. So, I'm pretty happy with his waist. And then his legs, I'm being all nice and trying to keep it PG. You have his string, yay! I'm going to be modding his leg so he can do the Swarco sit, which would be just a simple cut going bloop that way so the string has a guideline to follow. Or which way would it go? It'd go out. So his leg would have a guideline to follow when it bends like that. So the string can fall into the hole. And then you have his knees, which are also double jointed. And I'd like to think the back knee joint is pretty good. I mean, they look kind of bumpy, but not super much. They don't just have this big bloop bloop. It's not just a ball. But they have two bending spots right there and then right there, so he can put his foot on his own butt or sit on his knee pretty damn well. He can't, however, since he doesn't have the awesome butt flaps, do that, even though I make him anyways. So, this basic knee. It's not a bad knee. And somehow whenever I sit him down, he ends up getting all kooky and weird. Okay, and then his little ankles. I'm probably not even having him in the camera half the time, am I? Okay. His little ankles. He has okay range. It looks better than the DZ single joints, at least. His big fat ankle joint. He has really no side to side, but well, most ankles don't have a huge amount of side to side anyways. But he can bend it pretty okay, pretty much a natural amount forward and a decent amount back. And for balance, let's see, I still got 3 minutes, so I'm not going to let you see my messy table. He can stand in front of the box. Okay, now he's arguing with me. Woo! For balance, they're pretty good. I can get him to stand on one foot. And well, I think that's pretty much it. I want to make sure this isn't more than 10 minutes long. So, I shall bid you adieu. Ta-ta. And you can ask any questions and I'll see if I can answer them or find any answers anywhere, because I know a lot of people who know a lot more than I do, because I know jack and shit. Okay, bye-bye.